Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We're here at Little Stroke Swim Academy in Wanakee, and it's a little toasty in here, isn't it?
Actually, I'm thinking it feels okay.
You're
Tropical.
It's very tropical. We're joined now by Bill Tygum, who is the owner of Little Strokes Swim Academy. Bill, thanks so much for having us here today.
Oh, I'm really happy that you guys made it out. It's cool.
Yeah, we've Bill, as we've mentioned before, was one of our first people to join Wisconsin Family. And we've kind of been with him on this journey to approaching this new facility that we're in today. So we're kind of excited to talk about some of those things. So I want to just kind of ask you, I'll hold on to this maybe. You want this back? You want that back? Here, you can have it back.
We should introduce our guests.
Yeah, we should. Yeah. Who's the one on your lap right now?
This is Sally. She's my little one. Not so little anymore. We're about almost 18 months now, or 7. Wow. Oh my gosh, Mom's gonna 17 or 18. Anyway, we're close.
Well, we met her a couple times.
Who is this? This is my daughter Lucy. She's my middle one.
Okay.
And her big sister is just finishing up her last day of kindergarten right now. So
okay, fantastic.
Anyway, Lucy's now a 4K graduate, right, Lucy?
All right. Congratulations.
And the oldest one is Molly, right?
Molly, yeah.
So they all have to end with a Y? Is that some criteria?
Sure.
Yeah, ends with the Y.
I didn't even pick up on that.
My mom ends with the Y.
So, Bill, talk to us a little bit about how you got your start in teaching swimming.
Yeah, well, I've been a swimmer since I was probably about 11-ish, so I got kind of a late start. But, swam all through high school and a couple years into college, and are you going to get down now? And she wants to go for a swim. That's what's happening. And anyway, after I graduated high school, during the summers, I was always coaching at the summer team in Wanakee, and or the year-round team, but I coached in the summers. And loved it, always loved coaching, loved working with the kids, and a couple years into that, when I was 22, I opened up Little Strokes. We started at the hotels over there in DeForest, and we had like 16 kids our first session, and the very next session we had 80, and the third session we were hiring our first part-time employee.
Wow.
And after we kind of outgrew the hotels, we found the Madison Country Day School. We were there for several years before we opened this. We opened this place last August, and it's been great.
It's been a wild ride.
Are you going to go?
You have two babies now. You have this place and
That's
then
right.
Sally.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
So almost 1 year at this place.
Right.
And I have to say, I was really surprised. I was looking for some big gray building with a pool in it, and it's not that at all. It's really, I don't know, home looking, I guess.
Yeah, it's very
Thank you.
attractive looking, and
Thank
it's
you.
got kind of a modern feel to it.
It doesn't have a bedroom.
Very nice, very lovely.
Thank you.
Lucy,
What?
I bet you're a swimmer. Yes? Who's your teacher? Is it Daddy?
No. It's Mr. Jesse.
Mr. Jesse? Did I say it right? A shout out to Mr. Jesse.
Yeah.
What do you learn in swimming?
I learned backstroke, butterfly, side breathing.
What was the last one?
Side breathing.
Side breathing in front, the freestyle, the front crawl.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you said backstroke, the butterfly. The butterfly, that sounds like a hard one. Is that a hard one?
It's dolphin kick. It's really fun.
It's
Dolphin
really fun.
kick?
Yeah, it's really fun. She gets to do dolphin kick. You're a good dolphin kicker, aren't you, Lucy? Yeah.
Good for you. Good job.
So, speaking of instructors, and you said that you hired your first instructor pretty much right away because you got such a great response. Do you have any new instructors now?
Yeah, we have a couple really good ones. One kind of local kid, not a kid anymore. He's married. I shouldn't call him a kid. But Thor Jepson is from Stoughton, and was a very good swimmer all through high school. Now competes in triathlons and does pretty well. And he's amazing with the kids. I mean, it's always. That's always the factor, right? You hire somebody and they're really good on paper. They have great swimming credentials, and they might have some things where they work with kids. But really, the true test is when they're in the water, they're doing it, and my gosh, he is just wowing me in his training. And he's toward the end of his training now, and going to be taking over for some classes. So Thor's awesome. And then my other one, Haley Kunovich. swam for 4 years for UW Stevens Point and was team captain her last 2 years and was assistant team coach her 5th year. And now is in this area looking for a full-time job, and I was like, oh my gosh, yes, come on over. And she's been amazing with the kids too, so I'm really excited with a couple of these new hires.
You know, it's one thing to be skilled as a swimmer, it's another thing to be able to teach the technique, but it's a whole nother thing to be great with the kids and create that relationship so young, right?
Yep,
well, good for you. I'm so glad that you found some great people.
Yeah, absolutely. And signing up for the next season, is that coming up soon, or are we doing that now?
Yeah. Registration is really ongoing. We always prorate. So like if you sign up late for a session, we can always just squeeze you in and you pay for the weeks that you're there. But the beginning sign up for summer 2 starts next Monday, June 12th, 13th, something like that. I don't know.
You expect summer to be super busy?
Summer's a little bit of a slow season for us. We'll be busy at home with all these sports these kids are doing and stuff like that. But we compete with outdoor pools and vacations and all sorts of things in the summer. So so it's a little bit of a slow time for us in the summer. We pick right back up again when school's back in session in the fall. So
okay, so people can sign up starting.
So there's plenty of spots, is what I'm saying.
Right.
And you said that they can jump in any time?
Yeah.
Did I hear that right?
Yep. You don't have to sign up at the beginning of a session. If you're 5 weeks into the session, you're like, okay, we have some free time now. Let's do swimming on Tuesdays. We'll take you out in the middle of the session for sure. Yeah.
I mean, they can't literally jump in anytime. They've got to actually sign up first. But, okay. So, this is obviously huge in terms of you've, been here for just under a year, you said? Just under or just over a year?
Just under a year.
Just
in
under
August,
a year?
it'll be a year, yeah.
And so, what do you see on the horizon? I mean, are you gonna build another pool on the side here? You're gonna have 2 pools eventually? Is that
all the neighboring lots to this place are vacant. I'm very tempted to buy a neighboring lot.
Really?
We built this pool maybe a little bit too small. We filled it up right away, and which is a good problem.
Right.
I just really underestimated Wanakee and how Wanakee is just all for the kids completely. And so it would be nice. This pool, I'm sorry, honey. This pool is very much a lesson pool, as you can see. It's a small pool designed for lessons. And we do run a non-competitive swim team out of here, but it'd be nice to have a 25-yard pool where we could actually have a real swim team.
Right.
So that is on the horizon. I don't know when. Don't quote me on it, but yeah, someday we're going to be doing this.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Well, what a success story. What an awesome story that is to tell how you got started and where it's grown from there. So,
awesome.
Bill Tygum from Little Stroke Swim Academy, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for having us.
Oh, thanks.
And thank you to all of our viewers for watching. That's all the time we have. We'll see you next time right here on Wisconsin Family.
Clap your hands, let's take control.